Hi, welcome to Ramblin' Rose. My name is Renee Zock. I'm a University of Minnesota Master Gardener in Becker County. And today we are in my garden of raised beds. And you might want to know why I have raised beds. Well, some people, as we age, things change. We can't get down on the ground quite as easily. And the raised beds afford us to continue doing what we love and yet not have to suffer doing it. Another reason that I like my gardens to be raised are weeds. And we live out in a wooded area, and we kind of took land away from the forest, and I think the forest is trying to take it back because the weeds get to be quite overwhelming. And you can also extend your growing season by having raised beds. You can cover them up in the spring to warm the soil up, and then also in the fall you can put covers on if you're expecting a frost. You can purchase kits for raised beds, or you can make your own. And there's various materials you can use. Some people use retaining wall stones. We choose to use treated lumber, and we put a liner on the inside before we put the soil in. Now you can do the height, whatever is comfortable for you. Mine happened to be about 24 inches. And so we don't have anything planted that needs that depth of soil. So what we do after we have the bed in place, then we put stones on the bottom, and we take some of our regular soil and put it in, and then we put in about 8 to 10 inches of good soil. We purchase some, if you have extra loamy good soil, feel free to use that. The one thing about a raised bed is it does require more water than if you just have those a regular garden, and it also will need a little bit more fertilizer because when it rains or when you water the fertilizer, a lot of it just goes down to the bottom. I also amend my soil with compost every year. It just gives them a little bit more oomph, or whatever you might say. Another thing is the hoops. They, aside from extending the growing season, you can purchase a fabric to put over them, and this happens to be cauliflower, and we have a little moth that likes to come and lay its eggs, and then you will have little green worms in your cauliflower. So you can put that over, and that takes care of the worms. The one thing you want to do is keep a journal of what you've put in each bed. You can either draw a diagram or take pictures, however, just so then you can rotate your crops. Like especially tomatoes, you don't want to put in the same bed each year. And as you can see, we live in the forest, so the fence is pretty necessary for us. When we first started, we didn't have a fence, and I'm sure the deer thought, well, that was really nice of them to put the plants up so we don't have to bend over to eat them. So anyway, that's what the fence is all about. As far as plants, put in whatever you like. We love kohlrabi, so this is a bed of kohlrabi. And as any place, if you put in the wrong plant, it will take over. Garlic chives happen to be very fond of this, and so we'll be getting rid of the garlic chives at the end of the season. Onions, tried an experiment this year. I'm not quite sure how well it's working, but hopefully we'll have some nice onions out of this by the end of the season. Speaking of weeding, this is my weeding. And that's about all of the weeding that needs to be done. Just walk through your garden every once in a while and pull them out, and you'll be good to go. And thank you for tuning in today. And if you have any questions, please feel free to call the Becker County Extension Office, and our Master Gardeners are there Monday and Friday. Thank you, and have a good day.